Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. My name is Nick Bryant and I'm here today with Simon Chapman from Temple Knight. Hello Simon.
Good morning, how are you?
Very good, thank you, very good. Now Simon's business is a managed print solutions company. He's been serving businesses for over 30 years in that arena, and he's going to tell us how it all came about. It's got a very interesting story, and also tell us how he's moved into hosted telephony now. So yeah, take it away, Simon.
So business started back in 85. My father, at the age of 40, decided that he wanted to change of direction. He'd been working for a large manufacturer of fax machines and stumbled on the opportunity where he thought that he could make a real difference, obviously make some money along the way, and it was an instant success. We sold into every embassy, every major company, and had thousands of customers for fax. And then we thought, well, actually the market's becoming, there's a lot of providers in there now. So we then morphed into a maintenance company.
Right.
We looked after lots of different people's machines. You didn't have to buy the machine from us.
Yeah.
And we really then cut our teeth in the service industry.
Okay.
That all went very well until about 1996. And then literally the fax machine fell off the cliff.
Yes.
And has actually, I suppose, eventually died.
Yeah.
With the NHS actually banning them this year.
Right.
And they've been pulled out of every surgery, so the fax machine is dead. Luckily, we did smell the coffee a long time before that happened. And we then changed our market.
Yeah.
The one thing with Temple Knight over the last 30-odd years is we've been great at morphing markets.
Yeah.
So we morphed into a maintenance company that looked after printers, scanners, faxes, if you may, and various office technologies. We have very committed workforce who understand the kit really, really well. And that took us through quite nicely into 2011.
Yeah.
At 2011, I took over the business after we had a massive fire at one of our offices.
Yes.
And we needed to change of direction. And it was decided that I was the man to do that. And what I've now done is move the company into a managed print provider, but still staying true to what the business stands for.
Yeah.
And what our business stands for is service first, sales second. But it's kind of understanding what we can do for you. So we can go from anything from repairing your machine that you have in your office, even if it's reasonably simplistic, providing you consumables, providing your next upgrade to your machine, all the way through to fitting out somewhere like Docklands Light Railway.
Yes.
And everything in between. We have customers from the very small to the very large, and everyone is significant to us.
Yeah.
And it's all based from their maintenance business and then eventually their sales business.
Yeah. So is your father still a big part of the business?
He comes in to assist with finances.
Yes.
We see him about one day a week.
Yeah.
He is still there is still a level of lifeblood from him that's in there, and decisions and thoughts are still taken from when he started the business. Although we're a very different business now. One of the things that we have very much done, certainly with quite a few recessions during our 36 years as a business, is when leasing companies have been a bit difficult, like they are being now with lending money to people, we will quite often finance the kit.
Okay.
Along with the maintenance.
What about the other customers that you have and where you go? Is it all over the UK? Or?
So we have customers, we're predominantly in the southeast, but we have customers countrywide, including Ireland and into France, Belgium and Germany.
Yeah.
For our more speciality customers.
Yeah.
In short, no job is too small.
Okay.
But also no job is too big.
Right.
We are big enough to deliver, small enough to care. Is the way that we like to look at it.
Yeah. And tell me a bit about your team and who's involved. It's obviously.
So I have a very loyal team that have been with me for many, many years, as well as a new sales team that came to me just pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And they hit the ground running as soon as they came in. And we have always changed our colours as a company to fit the market. And now we're hopefully through COVID. This will be no different.
Yeah.
And we are offering after COVID, as well as all the other great stuff that we do, is office telecoms.
Yeah.
So during the pandemic, lots of people had to make lots of rash decisions with people going home, that the people would be kitted out with the right kit, but they had to make those decisions, not over 3 or 6 months like you normally would, but they had to literally make it on the spot.
Yeah.
So lots of people have lots of thoughts about if people are going to carry on working from home, do part-time from home, and how their office telephony is going to work. And Temple Knight, along with our partner Gamma, are in a great position to offer the best solutions, understanding of the market, backed up by guys who know what they're doing. We've been doing it for 30 odd years.
Yeah. And when you've got these fantastic products that you're already selling to someone, to one of your customers you've had for many, many years, it's an obvious thing to then add bolt-ons to add to sell to them, to help them out on other things, isn't it? Which I guess is where the telecommunications has come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just part of our offering, and I think I know what I'm like as a business person. I like to do business with people I can trust.
Yeah.
And we built up an awful lot of trust over the 3 decades that we've been in business.
And it sounds like you've had to diversify quite a bit, especially with fax machines going and then moving into print and then,
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if anyone stays static in the business world, they're not going to survive. And this is absolutely no different.
Yeah.
And we are good at changing our colours and understanding market trends. And I think that's why, we've been successful for the last 3 decades. And I plan on being successful for a lot longer.
Yeah. So what would you say makes you different? Is it your engineers? Is it your processes? What makes you stand out?
It's a combination. I think with a family business, you always look at it differently.
Yeah.
And we are a family at Temple Knight. Everyone from the office junior to our directors.
Yes.
We're a family as one. We think differently. We don't have a problem with questioning and thinking outside the box. That's what we've always done. And we've been very good at that, and we will continue to be good at that. What we're also really good at is delivering.
Yeah.
We always deliver on a project. We'll never take a project on that we can't deliver on. And as I said, it's backed up by a great team who know what they're doing, have been in the job for a long time, and will always work, with the customer to get the best possible outcome.
And I guess that's why you've lasted so long. As far as customer service goes, it's a big part of, isn't it?
It is a big part. Customer is king.
Yeah.
And understanding what they require and how we can assist them with that.
What do you like about it the most?
Pre-COVID, I love meeting our customers.
Yeah.
Understand their requirements, because they are our lifeblood. They will tell us how business is going to change and how it's going to look. And it's offering, if we don't have that solution they want, it's finding a way that we can deliver the solution they require and deliver it first time and have a great result. Or I also love talking to the customer who phones up and says, I need my office machine repaired. My provider is no longer there. We're a bit lost.
Yeah.
We don't know whether to upgrade or repair, but we just need a problem sorted and we need it now. And some of the greatest relationships have started from that type of conversation. Everyone from your flower shop down the road to people like Galliard Homes.
Right.
They've all started with that type of conversation of, what do you need? We need a repair. We need it done 2 days ago. Yeah. And it needs to work. And we need we need service. We need to look it after.
And you jump in there and you get it done.
And we jump in there, and our guys are very friendly, but they're good at getting the job done. They give you enough time that you require. And this all goes all the way up to the sales team who've got great experience. They've seen lots of different businesses and how they work, can lead you through the pitfalls, give you great products as well as really good finance should you require it. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier about DLR, Docklands Light Railway, about getting that gig. That must have been quite an achievement.
That was quite an achievement. Yeah. So with companies like Docklands Light Railway, they are on government contracts, and one came up and we got pulled in by a project leader and said, I think you'd really deliver well on this, And we it was a competitive tender, but we went in it. We designed the system for them, and we got awarded the business, and we still look after them to this day.
Right.
Some almost 7 years later. So we must be doing something right along the way. Yeah.
And they must tell a lot of people that you're doing a great service. So
I would hope so.
You get a lot from that. I would have.
I would hope so. I mean, we
Yeah.
do get a lot of customers who recommend our business, and we do get an awful lot of recommendations because we think about the customer differently.
Yeah, that's a good approach, isn't it? So what does the future hold?
So future, as well as the managed print market, is definitely with telecoms. COVID is with us now and will be with us for a little time, and we're all going to have to work differently and think differently about how the office looks and how our telephone requirements require. A lot of us are on Teams.
Yeah.
Some of that is not as organised as it should be, and with our hosted telephony, we can organise your work people, get their mobiles ringing like their work phones, get the home phone ringing like their work phones, and you've got control of quite a wide varied map when people are not together as much as they were before. And in some cases, they don't want to be that way before because they prefer working from home. We have those solutions.
Yeah, it's a great solution and very timely as well. So it works out well. Simon, thank you very much for sharing your stories with me and what you're doing right now. It's really, really interesting to hear. And I wish you luck in everything you do. So thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to us. If you like what Simon's been saying, please get in touch. All these details will be on the below this podcast and below this YouTube channel. And we look forward to welcoming you to another podcast soon. Thanks very much. See you, Simon.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.